Hiya and welcome to Redmen TV. Liverpool lose once again to Galatasaray. This time, thankfully, they somehow only lose 1-0 and that there's actually a second leg that hopefully Liverpool can show up in at Anfield. They don't have fans at that ground and hopefully Liverpool fans can really get behind and help this side, because let me tell you, they need all the help they can get. That game of football is just absolutely ludicrous. I've got no idea what exactly went on. The first 20 minutes was end-to-end football, basketball game. The first 5 in particular, Liverpool could have been 2-0 up. Florian Wirtz messes up 2 horrendous shots. One literally is an open goal. Yeah, it's quite far out, but like hit the target, mate, and you probably scored. The second one, I think we just do too many passes, and then Florian Wirtz hits it into the floor. And yeah, the first 5-10 minutes, Liverpool get a lot of joy. Galatasaray haven't settled. They're trying to play out from the back, and Liverpool are all over it. We've gone man for man, and we're forcing them into errors, or they're just making individual mistakes. A ball is going behind someone's having to stretch for it, and thankfully Liverpool were there to get on the end of it. The problem is that we had loads of space in the middle. You know, we were utilising Salah and trying to get him inside out, inside the box, and Liverpool just took absolutely none of their chances when they were playing decent football in like the first 20 minutes, and that is the big problem, because Liverpool gets sucker punched and it is a corner, and I can't tell you what happens, because what I can tell you is there's loads of lads in blue in the box for Liverpool, but no one, absolutely no one, shows a bit of urgency or alertness or anything to the fact that there's actually a corner here. It genuinely is like a corner's just not being played, because that is the way Liverpool react to it. They just don't react at all. Free header twice, one to set it up, the second to put it in the back of the net. And you sat there and you go, right, Liverpool, this is why you do take your chances. And the problem was Liverpool, even after they just scored, still had a couple of good moments where they play good football, but either they take one too many touches, or the final ball isn't good enough, or the final decision isn't good enough. And then Liverpool fade, and they fade so badly. Galatasaray got on top of the game, they'd settled down, they started playing a different tactic. Instead of going short, which was causing them problems, they were targeting Konate and Joe Gomez. I think Lang, who was on that right wing, kind of drew Joe Gomez higher up the pitch, and the left back then was making the runs in behind. And yeah, Liverpool, Osimhen was causing Virgil van Dijk, he was causing Konate loads of trouble, and Liverpool just had no control on that game of football, and they were much the second best team. And it went from thinking Liverpool could be 1 or 2-0 up to then Galatasaray being 1-0 up, and you know, in that first half they have like 2 more big headers. Davinson Sanchez at the front post has one, Mamardashvili makes a good save. Osimhen at the back post just puts it past the post, which is quite criminal of him. And yeah, you go from thinking Liverpool should be 2-0 up to Liverpool are 1-0 down, should be 2-0 down, and they are getting worse in this game of football. Half time came and you were thankful that it was only 1-0. And I expected Liverpool to come out better, and I'm really not sure they did, let me tell you. To sum up how Liverpool played that game of football, Konate, shocking, absolutely dismal. I asked for him to come off in the second half, nearly on in the second half. And now, you know, what I might have said in absolute anger and frustration about 50 minutes into that game, I actually think probably should have happened, because let me tell you, we are saved. Absolutely saved by the fact that this lino's put his flag up, because if he doesn't put his flag up, I'm not sure VAR look at it, because the lad's gone to run for the ball, but it's Robbo who's followed him. And then what Konate does is make an absolute howler, and he made several howlers tonight, absolute howlers, one after the other. He was shocking. Virgil van Dijk wasn't too great either, the little flick thing that put them in behind. I've just got no idea what our 2 centre-halves were doing, but Konate was the worst of them. And Osimhen scores a goal from Konate just being crap, lads, I won't lie to you, and we are so lucky that lad's put his flag up, and it saves Konate, because it was a shocker, an absolute shocker. It like, words don't do justice how bad Konate was tonight, because he was absolutely awful. And Liverpool just got worse and worse in that game. It was lump a ball up the pitch, Hopefully it sticks to someone. It doesn't. It's a hit and hope, and every time it just gave the ball back to Galatasaray. I didn't know what Liverpool were trying to do. I didn't know what we were doing, what we were trying to do, what we'd been told to do, what we were set up to do. I've got no idea. From the first 10 minutes of that game of football, I've got no idea what Liverpool were trying to do in the game. And we do get back into it with a goal that's then chalked off for handball, which as soon as I saw it, I knew it was going to be chalked off for handball. I'm not sure what the handball rule is, but you know what? It's happened, and as soon as I saw it, I thought they'd chalk it off, so whatever. But the fact that we also don't look at the Virgil van Dijk foul there, because someone's got a grab of his shirt and is all over him, which it's mad. That sounds, look at the handball, but also look at the potential penalty as well. It's fair to say every corner that we had felt like it got given a free kick to them, for us just having someone on the goalkeeper, not doing anything to the goalkeeper. In fact, Virgil van Dijk won a perfect header and it got given as a foul on the goalkeeper. And yeah, the second half was very much everything we did earned them a foul, really. And the goal doesn't get given because handball with Konate. Sure, that's a decision that's being made, you deal with it. But Liverpool just continue to fade and get worse and worse and worse. And the subs come on and don't make us any better. You hardly see them. And Liverpool are so lucky that they go out of this game only 1-0 down, and they're only 1-0 down going into the second leg, and then it's at Anfield. They must be sat there thinking, wow, thank God for that. Because Galatasaray had so many big chances tonight. They were the better team, and they probably should have came away with, you know, more than 1-0, and thank God they didn't. As for us, shocking. Humiliating for Konate. What an absolute shocker. But yeah, we were just crap. Basically, for about 75 to 80 minutes of that game of football, Liverpool were crap. It didn't deserve anything out of the game. Thankfully, in terms of what they take only 1 goal down instead of 2 or 3, which probably would have felt fairer to Galatasaray. And yeah, Liverpool have got a lot of work to do, let me tell you that, because, good God, horrendous. Horrendous to watch, painful to watch, shocking to watch. Thank God that we get the chance for Anfield to turn up and try and put a rocket up these lads' arse, because that was horrendous. So yeah, all eyes turn to the second leg, and all of us pray and say a little thank you to whoever was in charge of that game of football, who only let Galatasaray come out with 1-0. But that is enough for me. Liverpool were crap. Who knows how they'll show up on Sunday? I've got no idea. If it's like that, then good God, we're going to give Spurs a win as well. But yeah, just overall, horrendous. Konate, ridiculous. Thank God there's a second leg.